John Carter is worse.
Uh-oh. Oh, man.
He's smarter. He's patient. I just didn't want to put my family's life on the line.
So you were worried about him coming to get you?
Yeah.
How long have you known her?
Wow, a long time.
How long? 10 years?
However long she's been recording. That's when I met her.
It's some freak off. And the Beyonce. How on the and the tapes had.
Guess what? There's some hot gossip swirling around about Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Diddy in the music biz. Jaguar spilled the tea, claiming they're all tangled up in some sketchy business. And get this, rumor has it the power couple is supposedly helping cover for Diddy's supposed wrongdoings. Can you believe it? It's like a big, juicy scandal where the big shots are looking out for each other. But what are all these rumors about? Jay-Z and Beyonce not wanting to get arrested? Could they be hiding something more sinister? Let's find out. But of course, before we go any further, make sure first that you subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell for more updates and videos like this.
Because she know that she can get implicated. So if
she get
over some tapes that got her in it too, it makes sense.
I was going to the brunch and they canceled that.
He said the objective of Bad Boy is to talent.
Jay, okay. That's why it's fuck Rock Nation. Because I always heard their relationship was put together. Like it was, a business. Or I did hear that.
Him and Matthew Knowles.
Jaguar spilling all the details about some leaked footage from Diddy's place, giving us a peek into what really goes on there. We've all heard the stories about Diddy's epic parties, but this takes it to a whole new level. The internet's buzzing with talk about an investigation into Diddy's crib due to some legal drama. Diddy kicked off 2023 with a bang, killing it on stage at the MTV VMAs, dropping a banger R&B album, and even rumors of him buying up the BET network. But then, things went downhill fast. He got hit with a bunch of lawsuits, accusing him of serious stuff. This sudden turn from success to legal trouble has definitely put a dark cloud over his career, no doubt about it.
I'm gonna make it easy. Sue me.
Yes,
I want to be sued. I want to be sued.
So rumor has it that the authorities raided some of Sean Diddy Combs' spots as part of a huge federal investigation. A top-notch source in federal law enforcement spilled the beans, saying Combs is right in the thick of it all, under the microscope of the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York. And guess who's at the helm? Yep, it's the Department of Homeland Security Investigations Transnational Organized Crime Division. So what's the scoop? Seems like it's all about some serious crimes.
Some people were detained and held outside. It's still not clear where the rap mogul was at the time of the raids. His Miami home was also stormed in a similar fashion.
Right after some hefty allegations were thrown at Combs in multiple civil lawsuits filed in New York, this investigation kicked off. These suits, including one that landed in federal court last December, hit Combs with some serious accusations of SA and even exploitation. But here's the twist. Combs has been staunchly denying these claims every step of the way. However, his past is raising eyebrows. Exes airing their feelings on social media can be cringe-worthy, but Diddy seems to be taking it to another level. Rumors are swirling that Jennifer Lopez, his former flame, has also hinted at addressing some controversial allegations about Diddy in the context of their past relationship.
Oh God, I mean, we went through some very traumatic events.
This incredible stuff was happening in my career. And at the same time, he was going through the trial. It was a lot of stuff to do.
I got caught up in the hype a little bit, you know. Jennifer, she's definitely a bad chick.
And if that wasn't enough drama, just a day after pop singer Cassie filed a hefty lawsuit against music mogul Diddy, her ex of 11 years, alleging continuous emotional maltreatment and harassment, both sides have now announced a settlement. I have decided to resolve this matter amicably on terms that I have some level of control. I want to thank my family, fans, and lawyers for their unwavering support. Cassie, whose real name is Cassandra Ventura, said in a statement. Combs issued his own statement saying, "We have decided to resolve this matter amicably. I wish Cassie and her family all the best. His lawyer, Ben Brofman, added in a separate statement that settling a lawsuit, especially in 2023, is not an admission of wrongdoing. Mr. Combs' decision to settle the lawsuit does not in any way undermine his flat-out denial of the claims. The details of the settlement are still under wraps. This swift resolution comes just after Cassie filed a lawsuit alleging that she endured over a decade of harmful behavior and disturbing demands from Mr. Combs. The allegations are heavy, detailing a cycle of maltreatment which allegedly involved coercive acts with male workers while Combs allegedly watched and recorded the incidents. It's a lot to process. In her lawsuit, Cassie also claimed that Combs once showed intense anger about her dating Kid Cudi, even threatening to blow up Cudi's car. Remarkably, Cudi's car did indeed reportedly explode shortly after.
Yeah, singer Cassie met mogul Sean Combs when she was a teenage model for his clothing line, a nearly 20-year age gap, but their relationship became romantic and lasted a decade. Now Cassie's claiming that Met Gala, behind the scenes, the award shows, the relationship was fraught with abuse and intimidation.
This incident isn't the first time allegations about Combs' damaging behavior in relationships have come to light. In the 90s, Jennifer Lopez was in a relationship with Combs. Although Lopez hasn't accused Combs of maltreatment, in 1999, the pair were arrested together on a weapons charge after a triple shooting at a Manhattan nightclub. Lopez faced firearm possession charges, but they were dropped within the hour. Let's go back to the beginning when Sean Diddy Combs and Jennifer Lopez dazzled on the red carpet at the 2000 Grammys, marking a significant moment. Diddy and J-Lo, a powerhouse couple at the time, made a grand entrance at the music award show. Their relationship would have normally been the talk of the town, but Lopez managed to steal the spotlight with a bold move. She rocked that unforgettable green Versace dress, with its sheer silk chiffon and plunging neckline, making waves not only in the fashion world, but also leaving a lasting mark on tech history. People online went crazy for photos of Lopez in that iconic outfit, and this massive demand actually played a role in the creation of Google Image. In a 2015 essay, former Google CEO Eric Schmidt mentioned, at the time, it was the most popular search query we had ever seen, but we had no way of getting users exactly what they wanted. J-Lo wearing that dress? Google Image Search was born.
You look in the ocean, you see Ben Affleck, and you see Diddy.
Looking back on it, Diddy admitted to Entertainment Tonight in 2017 that he had a feeling the dress would be a big deal, but he didn't realize just how huge it would become. And so, the journey through Diddy and Lopez's relationship unexpectedly took us on a detour to that iconic fashion moment at the Grammys 2 decades ago. Jennifer Lopez's love life has been a constant fascination in the public eye, dominating the culture conversation for over 20 years. Before the days of Ben Affleck, A-Rod, or Mark Anthony, there was another A-list superstar who held her heart and promised a fairy tale ending, P. Diddy. Despite their relatively short time together, their year-long romance attracted more media attention than many celebrities receive in a lifetime.
The honeymoon sparks was just flying all off me. She was married at the time, so I was in my own relationship, so I had to have self-control. And then we just became friends.
J-Lo and Diddy's paths first crossed during the making of her On the 6 album. She was a fresh-faced newcomer, and he was a big-shot music producer everyone wanted to work with. Despite their different statuses, sparks flew between them from the get-go. As the century turned, they became one of the hottest couples around, grabbing headlines left and right. Whether it was their unique sense of style, teaming up on music projects, or heating up the public eye with their affectionate displays, J-Lo and Diddy were always in the media spotlight.
I didn't like him because, Sean and I were very different that way.
Their relationship was marked by turbulence, characterized by infidelities, outbursts, and even an arrest. Looking back, it's evident that P. Diddy and J-Lo's union was ill-fated from the start. Diddy was in an on and off relationship with Kim Porter when he first encountered Jennifer on the set of his music video for Been Around the World in 1997. Years later, he revealed that he had intentionally tested the waters with Jennifer partly to make Kim jealous and prompt her to come back to him. During this period, he would incessantly call Kim 50 or 60 times a day, while simultaneously being involved with Jennifer. The complex dynamic set the stage for a relationship fraught with challenges. Diddy's pleas exacerbated their already tumultuous relationship, characterized by a lack of commitment and maturity. Jennifer disclosed that she endured periods of turmoil while with Diddy, recounting moments of emotional distress where she felt overwhelmed, stating, "I was totally crying crazy and going nuts, and it really threw my life into chaos." Diddy's rumored infidelities became a pivotal issue for Jennifer. As a prominent music mogul during the 90s, Diddy garnered a reputation as a charismatic figure, renowned for his relentless work ethic and vibrant social life. He frequented night spots, engaging with fellow artists and fans, often extending his outings until the early hours of the morning. His irresponsible and reckless conduct fueled suspicions for Jennifer, who harbored a deep-seated intuition regarding his fidelity.
It's hard. It requires so much trust.
In a chat with Vibe in 2003, she admitted, "I never caught him, but I just knew." Jennifer even shared stories of searching hotel rooms desperately to find him. The tension in their relationship was getting more and more obvious. Then in December 1999, things took a wild turn when Diddy and Jennifer got caught up in some big trouble outside a nightclub in Manhattan. They got arrested for having a gun and stolen stuff. But here's the twist. Jennifer got released pretty quickly because the cops figured she wasn't involved. Diddy, though, had a tough time. He had to go through a whole trial for bribery and gun charges. Luckily, he ended up being found not guilty of all the charges. Back in the late 90s, Jennifer Lopez and Diddy were the ultimate power couple, both rocking their careers. Even though Diddy was dating model Kim Porter, he said it was love at first sight when he met Jennifer. You could see how much they cared for each other whenever they showed up on the red carpet or did interviews. Their connection was clear.
Kim is dead. Heavy D is dead. Andre Harrell is dead. The only two left are Puffy and Al almost died.
But then one night things went really wrong. According to the New York Daily News, Jennifer and Diddy were headed to a party at a club in New York City. They arrived separately and skipped the security checks. Once inside, they headed straight for the VIP section to avoid the crowd. But things got ugly when Diddy got into a heated argument at the bar, and you could hear him yelling. Reports later said the guy was teasing Diddy about his money, and Diddy responded by throwing cash around. Security tried to stop it, but it escalated, and shots were fired. 3 people got hurt. One woman got hit in the face, and 2 others got shot in the shoulders. An eyewitness even said both Diddy and one of his crew were firing shots.
Obviously, nobody really wants to be arrested. It's a really traumatic experience.
Diddy wasted no time getting out of there when the shots rang out, and Jennifer followed him, gripping her hands tight as they left the club. But their escape didn't last long. The cops caught up to them, pulling over their Mercedes. And guess what? They found a 9mm handgun stashed near Jennifer's feet in the car. Next thing you know, both of them were in cuffs, facing charges for having the gun. Jennifer had to sit through a tough 14 hours on a bench at the police station. One cop who saw her said she was crying a lot. She was just upset about the whole thing. Eventually, though, they let her go because there wasn't enough evidence against her. But word has it, she had to pay bail in exchange for sharing what happened.
You know, she's one of the most beautiful people in the world, and I'm a pretty nice guy myself.
Meanwhile, Diddy had it rougher. He ended up spending a few days locked up and had to deal with a whole legal mess. But in 2001, he finally got cleared of all the charges. And part of the deal was him paying $1.8 million to the people who got hurt in the shooting. According to the Daily Mail, prosecutor Matthew Bogdanos told a Manhattan Supreme Court jury the man taunted Combs about his wealth, and after some arguing, somebody threw cash at Combs as an insult. Then chaos erupted with people scrambling for the cash. Rap protege Jamal Shine Barrow then pulled out a semi-automatic handgun and started shooting at the man, but ended up hitting and injuring 3 bystanders instead.
It was weird that Puff and Jennifer were at that club because that was kind of like a very regular hip-hop club. No A-list celebrities go there.
Years later, Jennifer described the arrest as a bad situation in an interview with Rolling Stone. Diddy echoed, saying, "It's been rough. I just want her to be happy." The trial was exhausting for Jennifer, who recalled it as a crazy time. While the arrest strained their relationship, Jennifer clarified it wasn't the sole reason for their breakup, citing differences and public scrutiny. She suspected Diddy was cheating, noting, "I never caught him, but I knew." Infidelity rumors followed Jennifer in other relationships relationships like with Casper Smart in 2016, whom she reportedly caught cheating, and Mark Anthony, who denied allegations after their 2011 split.
Developed this bond, and we both knew nobody else understood exactly how we felt.
Diddy's wild parties and lots of clubs have always made big news. And there are all sorts of rumors about what goes down at those parties. Some folks even say Diddy might be on the edge of some shady stuff, but that's just talk. This incident happened before and after his time with Jennifer Lopez. Diddy was dating the late Kim Porter. They got together in the 90s and had their first kid, Christian, on April 1st, 1998. Even though they split about a year later and had some custody battles, they stayed close and had an on and off thing for a while. But things got rough when Kim found out that Diddy was having a baby with his friend Sarah Chapman in 2006. This news hit while Kim was pregnant with their twins, Delilah Starr and Jesse James, born in December that same year. Kim felt betrayed, and that pretty much ended their relationship for good in July 2007. Now, there are all sorts of accusations against Diddy, and some reports suggest he might be tied to his wife Kim Porter's passing. The story around Kim's passing has taken a dark turn. Kim's best friend, Kimora Lee Simmons, wants the investigation into her friend's demise reopened. Kimora is sure something's not right, and she can't just ignore it. This makes it seem like she might know something fishy about what really happened to Kim. Kimora Lee rushed to Kim's house as soon as she heard the news, and the photos show how devastated she was. Seeing her friend's lifeless body was so hard for her. There were no signs that Kim was sick. So Kimora wonders what really happened. And now, with some new info coming out, it looks like Kim's passing from pneumonia might not be the whole story. People are suspicious, especially since the coroner who was investigating the case passed away just a few weeks upon the investigation. This is the same coroner who found a potentially dangerous poison while looking into Kim Porter's demise.
My whole thing about it is that it was always between those two, physically. But Kim got tired of it and she wasn't taking him. If he put his hands on her, she was going at him.
The coroner back then said Kim's passing needed more looking into, but he got replaced with another coroner. It took the new one a long time to say Kim passed away from pneumonia, but here's where things get fishy. The new coroner never talked about the toxins found in Kim's body. Did someone tell him to keep quiet? And there are reports saying Kim and Diddy weren't getting along in the days before her demise. That's why people are talking about Diddy's possible involvement in all this dark stuff. Diddy's facing some serious fallout. According to Rolling Stone, 18 companies have cut ties with Diddy's online store, Empower Global. The Source magazine says his clothing brand, Sean John, is getting phased out and won't be sold in Macy's stores in 2024. And on top of that, Radar Online says the Recording Academy is thinking about uninviting Diddy from the 2024 Grammys. We're taking this very seriously and looking into it carefully, a rep said. Plus, the hip-hop world has been struggling with issues like toxic masculinity and misogyny for a long time. It's good to see the big names in the industry coming together to stand against alleged bad behavior. At first, 50 Cent's reaction to Diddy's alleged actions might have seemed like a joke, but as more serious accusations came out, it's worrying how many leaders in a billion-dollar industry could ignore ongoing complaints and rumors about mistreating women. But who's above Diddy? Recent reports suggest it might be none other than the power couple themselves. Many sources claim Z and Beyonce could be involved in these crimes. Yeah, there are reports saying Diddy might have been involved in the demise of Jay-Z's supposed mistress, Cassie White. And isn't it weird how there's hardly any info about Jay-Z's alleged side chick, Cassie White, who apparently passed away under shady circumstances in 2011? Now, this journalist, Liz Cronkin, is stirring things up, saying she talked to Cassie before she passed away. Liz is dropping hints left and right, suggesting Jay-Z might be in trouble. And to add more spice to the mix, old blog posts are resurfacing with people claiming they saw Cassie hanging out with Jay-Z and Diddy. With all this drama around Diddy, fans are starting to think Jay-Z might be next in line for some serious trouble.
Well, don't you remember how long it was?
Yeah, when I met her. I mean,
was it 5 years ago? Was it?
I met her 10 years ago.
But did you say to yourself at that time, wow?
That's a fantastic talent.
Back in early September 2011, there was a buzz in the local news and celebrity blogs about this young woman named Cassie White. Some outlets even called her Jay-Z's supposed side chick. But you know what? The big media outlets were too focused on Beyonce's surprise pregnancy announcement, so Cassie's demise kind of flew under the radar for most people. And guess what? Some of those outlets that first talked about it later erased any mention of Cassie from their sites, preferring to talk about Beyonce's pregnancy instead. Pretty sketchy, huh?
Yeah, Beyonce's on. She been on them for a long time, and you keep her that way.
Rumors swirled after Cassie and Claudia Jordan were seen at a Las Vegas nightclub with Jay-Z and Diddy. Cassie faced a lot of gossip, but that's fame, right? Liz Cronkin's tweet resurfaced, claiming she spoke to Cassie before her demise and knows everything. Some dismiss Liz, but others are alarmed. Diddy's association with Jay-Z and Cassie truly raises concerns. Additionally, rumors suggest Jay-Z and Beyonce's involvement in Aaliyah's demise.
Why has Jay-Z been coming up with you lately?
Because he's a monster. I waited a long time to see if he would grow a conscience.
The reasoning behind singling out Beyonce in these theories comes from the striking similarities between the two artists. Both came from an R&B background with budding acting careers, sharing similar goals. Some theories suggest that the Illuminati, allegedly controlling the industry, preferred Beyonce to carry on the legacy, getting rid of Aaliyah, who was rumored to be trying to distance herself from these influences.
Wait, so this Big L person is not living on this earth no more?
He's been dead for years.
Despite Beyonce's subsequent rise to global stardom with a huge fan base, some argue that Aaliyah's removal might have been a calculated move to eliminate competition. Aaliyah's originality and unique style continue to influence female artists, and some believe that deep down, Beyonce admired Aaliyah and wanted to be like her. Amidst the various conspiracy theories, the call for justice for Aaliyah is growing louder. Fans are firm that the case should be reopened, wanting those allegedly involved to be held responsible for their actions. The unsettling idea that a beloved celebrity's demise might be linked to something darker prompts a collective demand for truth and justice. Well, that's it for today, folks. If you want to keep yourself updated on the latest binge-worthy topics, click that subscribe button and notification bell for more videos like this.